Hey everyone, welcome to Buds Breakdowns. We have joint opinions and we speak bluntly. I'm Larissa.
I'm Raya.
Let's get rolling through it. So, tell me about your week. How you doing? How you feeling?
My jaw has been really hurting.
Sucking too much deal.
No, oh my god, no.
Deal.
um
What? Dick.
I have
Sorry,
like
that's
mad
insensitive.
clenching problems. I am biting my jaw constantly.
Why are you so stressed, girl?
I don't even think it's like stress. I just like have always done it.
Oh.
Or I'm just have never not been stressed. I don't know. But I'm just like constantly biting and I will grind my teeth in my sleep and there's just no stopping it. It's just like I'm going so intense. So I've been strongly considering Botox.
Oh, what will
So
that do?
you get a little bit of Botox into the masseter muscle and it just like relaxes that muscle a little bit so then you don't clench as much. But I feel like I'll still probably clench. So I don't really know if it's gonna help. And it's like $500.
And you have to keep doing
Yeah.
it too, right?
And it's like let's say once a year, $500. And maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. And then it also could have side effects of like sometimes people have said that it can like make this part saggier, like your jowls sagging over time.
Yeah.
Like any way it happens, but it could like happen faster.
Is it like
But like it's more like medical, like it's not for like aesthetic
Yeah.
reasons. Like I don't care about like wrinkles in my forehead or anything, but like
do you have like a mouth guard at night and
I
stuff?
do, yeah.
It doesn't
But
help.
no, because I'm just biting
You're still
it. Yeah,
clenching.
it's protecting my teeth at least, but I'm still just like clenching, so it's so sore.
Oh,
And yeah,
I wonder, like, that sucks.
I know it does suck. So I just wanted to mention it because it's really sore. Last night and today has been like so bad. So if I like am weirdly moving my mouth or something,
Okay.
it's just because my jaw is really sore. So don't mind me.
Oh yeah, and it's not from sucking pee pee. So. Okay, all right,
Maybe. What have you been up to? What did you do?
I don't know. I kind of just worked. I did hang out with a boy. It was a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's really gentlemanly and respectful. I like that, and I'm kind of nervous because I don't know. I don't know how ready I am to actually be doing this, but yeah, I don't know. It was nice to get out. I need to get out and do stuff.
Yeah. I love getting out and doing stuff in the fall. Fall is my favorite time of year.
It really is.
I always think I love summer until fall comes, and I'm like, no, I love fall.
I know, and it's so much fun. Like I almost feel like I get like reverse like seasonal depression. Like I'm like, 'cause I have so much pressure every day. I'm like, I want to be outside, but then you're not, and you're like, oh. But during the fall, you're like, I'm content being inside, outside,
Yeah.
whatever. I totally forgot we went. My family and like I, like my daughter and like my mom and my sisters and that we went to the pumpkin patch last weekend.
Fun.
Greendale Acres, yeah, or is it Green Acres? I think it's Greendale Acres.
Okay. That's in
Chilliwack, yeah. We've been going there since I was like 12. It's like my happy place. I love it so
Nice.
much. And like I think the kids have taken over from the parents and like they just keep adding so much to it. So cute.
There's a
So
corn
many like
maze.
yeah, they have a corn maze, a pumpkin patch. They have like a bunch of photo ops. They have like a stage and stuff. They have a bunch of concession stands. You can like rent fire pits and stuff.
Yeah.
So you can like roast like hot dogs and that. They have like a little apple orchard and some flowers and stuff. Lots of animals and stuff.
I'm obsessed with pumpkin patches.
I would love to go with
like,
you. It's my happy place. Like
I'd
I
love to go.
It's so
My
cute.
goal is
There's
to
so many
do
photo
like
ops.
6.
6? I
Yeah.
want to go to Man Farms too. Like they have so many like cute like themed
Yeah.
things. Their corn maze, like their haunted maze, is actually so scary. Like I worked like the parking like one
You
year
should
for
go
them,
with
and I
my
want to go
sister.
in. I was like, I don't want to actually like shit myself or like
I
punch
can't.
somebody. Like
Oh,
I'm really scared.
no.
I would love to do it though, but I don't know. I think I would actually like yeah, because like my fight or flight would probably like kick in, and I don't want to get sued. But
Just knock him in the face.
yeah, but like have I want to go and like watch some like scary movies and
Yeah.
stuff. Have you seen any good ones lately?
My stepson and I went to the movies, and we go like almost every week. And this week we saw him. and I hadn't seen the trailer for like months. We had seen it at some point in the past, but we haven't been to the movies in a while. We usually go every week, but since like, back to school has been pretty busy. I did watch the trailer before we went.
Yeah.
But the trailer doesn't like fully say everything, and I was only half paying attention. Like I was like doing other things. And
I was like, don't you hate it though when like the best parts of the movie are all in the trailer and you're like, oh,
yeah, that's like I just saw that. Yeah. So from what I've gathered of what this is, like I know it's a Jordan Peele movie. So I know it's something like
I don't think I've even heard of it.
Okay, but it's like about a football player.
Okay.
Right. So I'm like, okay, it's like a football movie, but like there's a weird twist on it. But not all his movies are like, like scary. Like they're like kind of more like
I love that he's
weird.
I love him. He's like him as an actor, as a comedian, as a producer. Like he's amazing. I love him.
Okay.
He's hilarious and brilliant. Like look at the movies that he's been like producing and like making and stuff. Like it's amazing. Sorry. Just like props to, like Jordan Peele. I love him.
Yeah, 100%. Shout out.
Like he knows this, but
yeah. Yeah. So it's like a football movie, and I was like, okay, cool. So from what I was getting in the trailers, it gets kind of like intense looking. Like maybe he's like getting injected with something, or maybe I'm like, okay, so I'm thinking like, oh yeah, steroids make sense. It's a football movie, dark twist. He takes a turn. Like they're doing like super procedures. Like the steroid Olympics kind of thing. That have you heard about that? Where like I don't know if it's actually real or not, but people are like, oh yeah, it'll be like the Olympics, but only for people on like steroids.
Oh,
so I'm like, yeah, like I thought something like that. Like they're just like enhancing their bodies. That's what I gathered, because I see some type of like medical procedure. Football people, I'm like, okay, they're like enhancing their bodies, being the best of the best. Whether that's like legal or not, okay, that's what the movie's about. Like, okay, it's not what the movie's about.
Uh-oh.
It's not a football movie. Okay, so I don't even know how to like. Okay, so it starts off like he's like playing football and he's really good at it, and they're sitting him down in an interview and they're like, you could be the next GOAT. Like, what do you think about that? And he's like, wow, that'd be really fucking cool. And it's really wholesome. And then he gets this phone call, and like, he's invited to like train with the GOAT. And he's like, wow, like my dreams have come true. And I'm like, wow, this is really good, cool. Thinking this is like a wholesome football movie, right?
Yeah.
And then there was one scene in the trailer that was like quite violent, and it was just like someone getting hit by the ball, like the football, a bunch of times. And that's obviously really fucked up, but that's what I thought like the horror aspect was coming into that.
Yeah.
But then like that's not even like the most fucked up part. That's like the like on day one this happens and they almost kill the guy because he's missing shots. So like making him like shoot the football, and then if he like fucks it up, they like hit the guy in the face with a football, and then he's like almost dying because he's getting hit in the head so many times.
This is like disturbing.
And I'm like, holy shit, like that just took like a Squid Game turn, or like what the fuck? So weird. And then he like it's going through like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. But I swear it's so much longer than that. It was like how is that just like the next day that this is happening? Yeah,
things happen quick.
It is so crazy. There's such like this like weird
what would you
like
rate it out of like Disturbia, or like what did you rate it?
10. Disturbing. Yeah.
But like how would you rate the movie overall?
10.
10?
Yeah, I liked it. It was really good. It was really.
I didn't think
I was gonna like it because I thought it was a football movie.
So you don't
and it was just so weird. But no, like I'll spoil it. Don't
spoil it.
Are you gonna watch it?
I might.
Okay, then I won't spoil it.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll sum it up without doing that. But it just keeps taking like a darker turn.
Yeah. And
it just keeps getting more fucked up than that.
Yeah, it
and
sounds
it's
like
just
I think I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's not a football movie at all.
that's your plot.
Yeah, like I thought it was gonna be mostly
so
about
if you
football.
didn't want to watch it because you thought it was gonna be about football, it's not. It's not just about football. So 10 out of 10, recommend it.
Yeah, they're not doing
amazing.
Steroids. Disclaimer: they're holy fuck. Like it's really fucked up.
in the nature of spooky season, should we tell our own spooky stories, talking about spooky movies and stuff?
Yeah.
Do you have any? I definitely have lots. I have lots. Once the leaves fall off this tree outside, you'll be able to see my old apartment. And that apartment building was built in 1934. It was a doctor's office and a dentist's office, and in the back there was like a tutor, like a teacher that like lived there or whatever. So much fun. The suites used to be like connected. So like my suite used to be like the dentist like office, and then he used to like live like behind it, and where my toilet was the connecting like space where he went into his like office and then his bedroom, I guess, and then the house. It was old as heck. It had like an old character like heat register. Basically, it was built in 1934, and in the bottom it was a bus depot. So lots of like energies, lots of people there, lots of weird vibes.
Okay.
When I was first viewing the apartment, the only closet in the apartment is like this pantry, and it was always a bit cooler than everywhere else, probably by design to help preserve whatever you're putting in there. Um, and when I looked in the pantry, like viewing the apartment, I was just like, somebody like died in there. Like I just picture somebody in a hot summer laying down in there and like ODing or something. And I just had this like weird sense of knowing that that's what happened. And then in my bathroom, the mirror always really creeped me out. It was just like old and creepy. I didn't like it. And I just like when I looked at the wall beside like behind the toilet, I was like, he hung himself there. And it just like I don't know. I love the apartment though. I was like, I like it. Cool. So I move in, and I'm like thinking everything's fine and dandy. None of the doors really liked to close or stay closed, and I thought it was just because it was old. But my like pantry, like I would shut it and make sure it latched, and before I went to bed, and I'd wake up in the morning, and it'd always be slightly open, and then I'd go to work after closing it, and it'd be slightly open again, and it was a little bit spooky. Didn't like the bathroom. My first night there, I had like this like big pencil case full of nail polishes. It's like really heavy. Like it was like at least like 5 pounds.
Yeah.
And the bathroom just creeped me out so much, and I couldn't figure out how to close the bathroom door, like to get it to latch, um, for the longest time. So I just put the pencil case up against the door to keep it shut. And as soon as I turn around, all of a sudden I hear boom, and the pencil case and the door. Well, the pencil case has moved if like a foot, and the door's open. And I was like, oh, I guess it doesn't like the doors being closed. Haha. All right.
Yeah,
It's pretty spooky. And I just never liked the pantry and stuff. And I never liked the mirror in the bathroom. If you believe in that kind of stuff, which I'm still pretty skeptical about it, but I do like believe that that was probably portals.
yeah.
Um, Especially because like the pantry would never stay closed, and like I want to think that I'm just crazy, and because I want to explain it that way. But I remember like one night laying in my bedroom and looking out into the kitchen and seeing this like 3 foot like little goblin thing like running back to the pantry, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go back to sleep. I was like, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Um, my my first month living there, I had a really vivid dream of like this like giant like rat like thing, black figure with red eyes chasing me out of the bathroom. And I was like, I hate this. And the power would only ever go out in my apartment when I was in the bathroom, and like specifically like washing my hands like in front of the mirror, and I'd just be like head down.
That's
get out.
So fucking
And,
scary.
like,
Holy shit.
When I was a kid and stuff, I used to be scared of like stuff underneath my bed, and so I'd run and
Yeah.
jump into bed. I haven't done that since I did it a little bit at my aunt's house, and I have a story about that place too. But I was doing it in my apartment when I first moved in. I would like just run through the house. I'd always leave a light on, and I'd run and jump into my bed. And like it was a box spring on the floor. Like I was still just like, get me the fuck into this like bed.
Yeah.
But so that was just kind of like the lead up to it. Sorry, it seems kind of boring, but this one will kind of confirm a little bit. My friend, who is a really big skeptic and stuff, I would come home and I was used to it. I didn't think much of it. I'd always just be like, "Oh, it's greeting me," but before I'd even touch the doorknob would turn. And I just whatever. One day I'm coming home with my friend, and I stick the key in. I take the key out. I'm fiddling around still to put everything back and like grab some bags because I was walking in with groceries. I believe that my friend's like, did you just see that? And I was like, see what, dude? She's like, the doorknob turned. I was like, hey, you saw that too? Like, I'm not going insane. And she's like, yeah. And then I was like, okay, just go inside and like we'll try and like recreate this and stuff. So I was like, just close the door. Like we both like were trying to watch it and see if we could recreate it. And I was like, no, like there's it's it's there turning the knob. But the smoke like detector was really sensitive. Like even opening up the oven just from the heat, it would go off from it. I like one night had the munchies and I was like making sausages. I fell asleep. I woke up because like the kitchen light was still on and I was like, oh man, I'll go turn that off. And I get up out of my bed because my bedroom's right next off the kitchen. I get up out of bed and I trip over nothing. I almost land face first in the pan, and these sausages were like literally smoking, like they were about to catch on fire. They were so burnt. Um, I turn off everything, and I'm like, so what? The smoke detector's like dead all of a sudden. A couple days later, it's working again just fine. Weird, weird. Another night I woke up and everything's pitch black and I look towards my front door and I see like a 6 foot like black figure, like darker than black. And I'm like, somebody's in my house. Like I'm about to get like murdered. Like I'm about to die. I turn on the light, nothing's there. Yeah. And then I had somebody stay with me for a little bit and he had some experiences too and stuff, but he was also like schizophrenic. So
So we don't know the
yeah, we don't know
those
to what
ones.
extent. And my cats were always weird and stuff and like looking at things, reacting to things. Especially my cat Pickle. He was always like just like staring at something. Like it was just really and playing with something. Like he wouldn't be playing with Zeppelin. He'd be like actively like playing with something else. It was really weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, but that apartment was definitely really freaky. I had really like weird, vivid dreams and stuff. Like when I was in and out of sleep, like one night I saw like a hand like tuck me in. Like it's weird. I want to just chalk it up to like the wind or being crazy or whatever, but like I don't know.
I had so many like ghost encounters and experiences as a kid,
Yeah.
but I just can't remember any of them.
Oh man.
Like
I wish you could.
I feel like I've like blocked them out. Like I feel like I really
Yeah.
like do not want to remember them. Like I remember just being so scared.
Yeah, just being scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is really scary. I remember like I think too like something was like attached to my mom, like things just definitely attached to bad energy, and we like lived on Sumas Mountain, which is was probably just kind of spooky land to be like
The
developing.
Appalachian Mountain of
No, I think it's probably just like some
Abbotsford.
sacred. Like I feel like those mountains are all pretty sacred. I mean, most of the land everywhere is sacred or indigenous land. So, um, I definitely felt that way there. But my mom grew up having some like weird experiences too. She like grew up like 3 doors down from like a cemetery at one
Yeah.
point. Um, and there was something in her bedroom I just did not like. Like I would run past it all the time, and I didn't like being in her room without other people and stuff. Like as a teenager, like I just hated it. And you'd walk into our house, and you'd have to walk past the basement stairs, and then you'd have to like go up the stairs. And I'd always just like book it. But there's one day I came home, and I ran past the basement stairs, and then I got to my like stairs to go up to my room, and I got to like the second step, and I just froze and I was like, I feel like the hairs on my neck, everything were just standing up. I was so like just instantly like I'm just too scared to move even. Like I don't know what to do. So eventually I like got the nerve to like break that and I just booked it back outside in my front yard and I called my friend over and I didn't say anything to her. I was just like, hey, do you I was kind of like, hey, I'm just like oh, I just feel like a little bit off. Like you and I was a depressed teenager too, so I was like, "Hey, I just feel a little bit off. Like, do you mind coming over?" So I feel bad. She probably thought I was like depressed now that I look back at this. But she came over. I didn't say anything, and I was like, "Just try going upstairs for me." And she was like, "What?" I was like, "Just go upstairs, like you first. Like I just try." And she did, and she got like one step further than I did. And she turned around and she looked back at me and she was like, "You want to go back to my house?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like we both just felt like this really ominous like presence, like, and yeah, that was a place too. I had a nightlight like as a teenager. Like I did not like the vibes in that house, and I would all the time. I didn't know what sleep paralysis was, and I wouldn't see anything or anything,
I'm so thankful I've never had that. I would probably like.
It would happen to me a little bit as a little kid,
well
but it
after.
happened a lot in this house, and I had so many weird, vivid dreams here too. A lot as a kid, but especially here, they started happening again, and I was starting to have reoccurring dreams from when I was like a little kid, like that I hadn't had since I was like 3 or like 7 or 10. It's weird. I had a lot of weird dreams I remember from really young, but because it just happened so many times. But this house was just like so spooky. Like I don't know, it was something was so off. Like
Ugh.
I would just wake up in the middle of the night and like be so too scared to move. I'd be like, I want to just tuck everything under the blankets and hide, and like just until all of a sudden you can move, and then you're like, okay, I can hide. I can like close my eyes again. It's scary.
Yeah, I'm
I don't like
very
it.
thankful I didn't have that happen.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun.
But it just happened in that house, or does it happen now?
It doesn't happen here. This place, thankfully, is like good vibes. It's a new apartment building, so it's been okay. And I don't think the last tenant died here.
Thank
So.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably would have told you.
Yeah, I think you have to.
I don't know. Well, you didn't buy it, so I don't know. Did they?
Yeah, maybe not. Like when you rent.
But so far, so good.
Yeah.
So far,
I
so
keep
good.
bumping the mic, but
Yeah, I've played with like a Ouija board a lot as a kid, which
Yeah.
like because you've played it with me.
Yeah.
But like for some reason, my grandma would like play it like with me. Like we'd like play it for fun. Like
I love your
I
down
feel
for
like
that.
my grandma's mom was a little witchy. Like she would like read people's tea leaves.
Oh, cool.
And so my grandma always kind of thought that her mom had this like special like sense, maybe like a little witchy or something. And that would mean maybe my grandma's kind of weird too. I think it would be diluted by the time it gets to me, so I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah, I'm good. But for some reason, she's like, "Yeah, let's play with the Ouija board." I'm like, "What a fucking weird idea." Anyway, so we're playing the Ouija board, and I hadn't talked to my mom in like a long time, and my grandma didn't have any like insight knowledge into like when she would be like calling. Like we didn't hear from her.
Yeah.
And we asked the Ouija board, when is my mom gonna call? And it just said like 5. And we're like
5 hours, 5 days, 5 minutes.
5 minutes later, my mom called.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
that's so crazy.
It was so fucking weird,
dude. So
and like we hadn't heard from her in like a long time. So it was just like, what a weird coincidence. But like,
is it a coincidence?
That was really off. And like my grandma wasn't just like fucking with me. Like she like imagine if she said 5 minutes and like my mom never called. But it did just say 5, but we obviously started timing it after that just to be like 5 what, we were like looking at the clock.
Yeah,
it's 5 minutes.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely
that was really spooky. I was like, well, explain that.
Yeah,
unless my grandma's just like mad fucking with me.
I don't think she was.
She would.
Yeah, and like I'd always prefer to like explain this stuff away with like logic and explanation and stuff, but sometimes it's just like you can't. Like even like my bathroom door, once I did figure out how to latch it, didn't matter if you had just closed it, or if it had been closed for 5 or 10 minutes, if the window was open or closed. Once it was closed, something would aggressively push on it once or a couple times to like try and open it from the inside. It was like never like the cats or anything like pulling on it. Yeah. And like it was just weird. Like some stuff you can't explain, like, and I would try to. Yeah. But my aunt was like, she's like religious, and she's kind of gotten a little bit spiritual and stuff, and she kind of got me into it. She bought me my first crystals. But when I was trying to leave like my abusive boyfriend, one of the times I tried to leave him, I was staying with her. I went to Prince George, and we had like a wood room in the basement, and then you'd keep going, and then you'd walk into like a bathroom, and then walk into my bedroom. And I was like, kind of like underneath the staircase, and every night I'd hear like a tapping on the wall. But I thought it was just the electric heater kicking on in the night, because obviously no one's there to feed the wood fire. So at night we'd use the electric furnace to. So I thought it was
buildings make noises.
Yeah. So I thought it was just that, because it always only happened against that wall. But then one night it was really aggressively like right above my head, and I was like, "Can you please stop that?" And then it did, but then it went to the wall underneath the stairs. And I was like, can you please like leave my room? I was like, that's so great. And then I was sleeping on like this futon thing, and so the armrest like opened up. That's so freaky, right? I know. I'm sorry. I'm like so desensitized to it because like it's fucked up, right? But it gets weirder. It gets weirder. So the futon had these armrests that opened up, and my aunt had like bought me these crystal tumbles, and I most of the ones I'd picked out were like protection, and I didn't know anything about gridding or anything. I just like I don't know instinctively, I guess I put one crystal in each corner of the futon armrest, and then I closed them. And I was sleeping one night, and like this same thing at my aunt's house. I'd turn off the light, I'd leave the lamp on, and I would still run and jump into bed. And then as soon as I turned off that lamp to go to sleep, I would just like pull my arms in and close my eyes. Like I was so freaked out. But so I have this grid of crystals, and I'm trying to sleep. I'm kind of in this like weird that in between where you're still dozing, you're still kind of hearing the stuff around you, but you're slipping. And all of a sudden, I'm like kind of looking down at myself, and there's kind of a blue light around everything, and I'm just watching myself sleep. But while I'm watching myself sleep, I'm watching my foot that's just poking out past the armrest getting picked up and dropped, and I can't see what's doing it, but I'm watching it, and I'm like, yo, like get me back, like why am I watching this happen? And one of the times that my leg gets lifted up and dropped, I feel it, like the full sensation, not just kind of like I was kind of aware of it, but I couldn't feel it while I was watching. I was just watching it happen.
Because you're like half sleeping.
Yeah, and I'm watching it happen. And so one of these times that the leg drops, because I'm like, yo, I'm over this. Like, stop playing with me. One of the times the leg drops, I actually feel it, and then I'm awake, and I pull my leg into the crystal grid, and I was like, yo, I don't like this. And that's when I was like, hey, like this, like no disrespect, this room is like my space right now. Like I ask you, just please stay out of it. Like leave me alone. And on the outside of the wall under the stairs. And then one night I was up late and just like chilling, watching like YouTube videos and stuff. And all of a sudden it sounds like somebody's chopping wood in the wood room. It's in the middle of the night, no one's up. But it sounds like an axe hitting wood over and over and over. And I was like, I really have to pee. I don't want to leave this room right now. Like, dang, man, like why are you making all that noise? I remember like literally just like shaking. I was like, oh my god,
yeah, and like Ghost has an axe too.
Yeah, like what the hell? I remember I was so scared at this point. Like I didn't really have too many people to talk to or anybody that was up, and I was in this like Facebook group, and I posted in it. I was like, guys, like everyone was like posting ghost stories and stuff, and I was like, guys, I got a spooky story for you. Like, what do I do right now? Like, what? And so basically, I just like the whole time I was like, please leave me alone. I mean, no disrespect. I just need to go pee. Not looking into the darkness of the basement, just like running back into the bedroom. And that's when it really started happening for me. I told my aunt about that, and she was like, oh, no way. And I was like, no, girl, that was really scary. I don't think I want to sleep down there anymore. Like there's like other experiences too and stuff that I had that were a bit more like minor, that also that you just kind of forget about. You're like, oh, whatever. Like things always being displaced and stuff, and then be like, hey, like I kind of want this thing to be found and like back again. So when I come home, it's gonna be right here on the spot on this bed, and you come home and it's right there on that spot that you asked, that you checked over and over and over again. That's kind of useful. It is kind of useful. Sometimes it really works out. So like thanks for the like the benevolent spirits that do that, or like the trickster spirits that are like, hey, I'm done having my fun. But it's just weird.
Wow.
It's just weird. And so again, I want to be skeptical and stuff, but like
then like yeah,
things so many like things happen where it's like I've checked this place so many times, and I've literally just been like, I want to find this right here, and you're like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so weird.
Yeah. I don't know why I play with the Ouija board so much.
I kind of want to, and I kind of miss it.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Larissa actually like asked like, do you have it? Can we like use it? I'm like, no.
We should go to like the spooky park and like use it.
Literally no.
Go to the cemetery. Can we go to the cemetery and use the Ouija board?
There was one time, not that it was like a spooky experience, but just one that I do remember is I was probably about 12 years old, and I had a crush on this boy, and he went to a different school. I like, saw him, I guess, through Facebook or something, right? So, but I had his number and we had just started texting.
Yeah.
And I was with my friends who did not know this guy, had never met this guy. We went different school. Like we wouldn't have like, how would they have known each other? And no one knew that I was talking to him. It literally was like 2 days ago. And they're like, who does Mariah have a crush on to the Ouija board? It spells out his name.
That's so scary.
And I'm like literally how? I mean, like, sure, like maybe someone like went on my Facebook or like grabbed my phone. But I mean, like,
I don't know.
It just like
that's so right. Like
it wasn't like they were like pre-planning this. Like we didn't know we were gonna do the Ouija board. Like it wasn't like a pre-planned thing. It just happened to be in the moment. Like oh, what should we ask it? And like like who does Mariah have a crush on? It was definitely not like a premeditated like
that's so weird
setup.
Yeah,
and it spelled out his full name.
That's
like
so weird.
First name, like just spelled out the name. I was like, what?
That's so random, dude.
It's so weird. And they're like, who the hell is that? Like they had no idea.
Yeah.
And I'm
like, nobody. A silly board.
I don't know. That's weird. I
That's definitely
don't know.
Like, yeah.
It's so weird. I don't know.
There's just so many. Yeah.
It's like, how do you explain those things?
It's like, or like, there's so many times where like I've dreamt of like a place like really vividly, and then I've been somewhere, and like the neighborhood that I've dreamt about is being built. And I'm like, oh, you get like that sick drop in your stomach. And you're like, okay, this is like true confirmation for me though. Like when I first moved into Mission, like I used to have this dream about this like neighborhood, like on this like hill and everything. I was driving through Mission when I first moved out here, and I literally felt like I was gonna throw up because I'm like, it's being built. Like one of the houses I dreamt about being in is being built right now. Like it's not like somewhere that I could have ever been before because it's literally being made right now.
Yeah.
Like there's so many times where like
and you've like seen it.
Yeah, there's so many times where like I've dreamt about places and stuff and I'm like, I've probably been there. I've probably like driven past it and stuff and don't remember it as a kid or whatever, and it's just built into my dreams or whatever. With that one, I was like, I can't explain that.
I have so much deja vu.
Yeah,
me
too. It's
so
gross.
Much. It's like
it's weird.
We for sure have said that, and then we're like, literally, no, we haven't. I'm like,
no, like we've been here before.
I'm like, but like literally, how have I been here?
Right. It's like
like I'll be like in Mexico with someone like that I've never been to Mexico with, and it's like, how have we done this before? Like
it was destined in the stars. Or like whatever affected that Mandela effect is also like affecting our deja vu. It's like when the moments actually line up.
Mandela effects like really fuck with my head if I get too far down.
But like I feel like it's fixed. One of them is fixed themselves because like Berenstain Bears are starting to be seen like the proper spelling again.
Yeah, I really wish that I had like merch to look back on for that one.
Me too.
Because like it's for sure the Berenstain Bears,
not Berenstain.
Yeah,
it's Stein.
Yeah,
Berenstain,
like,
not Berenstain.
My grandma is pretty good at English, and like she does pronounce some things weird. Like she says IKEA instead of IKEA, like IKEA. But like most things she says right, and I feel like she would have told me it wasn't Berenstain Bears every time I watched it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I
love
those song. I love that show.
It's a freaking song.
Yeah,
the Berenstain Bears. They're not saying the Berenstain Bears.
No, freaking buggers.
Yeah, I feel like that one has to be true.
It's just like there's some things you can't explain, you can't make sense of. Just is what it is. Like surviving near-death experiences sometimes. Like it's sometimes you just can't explain that.
Yeah, I think you have a near-death experience.
I have a few
coming up after the smoke show.
Yeah, so stick around, go sesh with us on Patreon, and come on back. We'll tell you the harrowing story of me flipping my car. Let's get session. All right, we're back from smoking, so thanks so much for that. And as promised, I guess we will tell you my story of how I flipped my car 3 times, almost off a cliff, and I'm still here. Wild. So
start at the beginning.
All right.
Give us like this full setting, like how old were you?
Yes. Okay, so this is just after I like was kind of like officially like separating from like my abusive ex. Um, and I was just like chilling. So we were still like talking and canoodling.
Not this last breakup.
No,
she's
definitely
had.
not.
No.
This is 6 years ago. Yeah, no, my last boyfriend was never like that, like towards me or whatever. So
yeah, different.
He
guy.
put a lot of work into not being like that with me. I think I bring it out of them. But so yeah, this would have been like 6 years ago, like basically like when I first like moved out to Mission, so like 6 or 5 years ago. I had my Corolla, and I used to like rip up and down this road all the time in my Chevette. It's rear wheel drive though, and my Corolla's front wheel drive, which I didn't take into account. So that is something to consider. The weight's different and the handling's way different. My Chevette was so fun to rip around in. So I was being cocky in this vehicle, driving my Corolla this day, just hanging out, trying to find myself again after, finally this guy like kind of loosening his grip on me a little bit because he had a new plaything, and I was like, sick. All right, I can do whatever. So I just went to I just wanted to go to my like favorite spot, and because I would go there all the time just to like smoke some weed and just like chill. When you go up on top of the hill, it has a really nice view of the Fraser River, and like you can see cross from Abbotsford to Mission, and you can see like the monastery's bell tower and everything. It's a really nice view. So I wanted to go up there. I was sitting there in my car, just token. I just picked up my crystal order. That sounds like drugs. I had a bunch of rocks, a bunch of like cool like rose quartz and like labradorite and stuff, like a bunch of that. I just picked that up. So I had a box of that in my front seat. I had my club in my back seat, which is relevant in a few bits. Because my car was so old, as an anti-theft system, I had one of those steering wheel clubs. I hope most of our viewers will know what I'm talking about. But so I'm just chilling there. I'm blazing. I have like 1% on my phone. I text my buddy. I'm like, hey, like, you want to hang out? She's like, yeah. And I was like, hey, I'll see you in like 15 minutes, because that's about how far away I was, and I was starting to drive. And I was texting my other friend, because I don't know, I'm agnostic. I'm on the fence and stuff, but we were talking about that a little bit, and I said something to him about like God, like right before this all happened. So like, amen if you had anything to do with that, I guess. Good timing, well, credit to you. But my phone dies, and I'm light up a cigarette because I was smoking at this time, and I start driving down the hill, and I power slide in the gravel, like coming around the corner, and I get down to the bottom, and I was like, that's fun. This hill is like really steep and really windy, but there's like it's an old quarry, so there's like a cliff that drops off one side, and then there's like another drop off that's just like a bunch of trees and stuff, and then train tracks, river. So I'm, cruising to a power slide, get to the bottom of the hill, and I was like, that was fun. It reminded me of like doing my power slides in my Chevette. I was like, oh, okay, let's do it again. I was like, I shouldn't. I was like, whatever. It's my problem is I will think about the risk and know it's a bad idea, but I will still do it. So I go back up the hill. I go a little bit faster this time. It's gravel. I lose traction in the gravel, and I start to my car starts aiming to do a straight nosedive off like the steepest part of the cliff into the quarry. So I cut the tires. I hit the grass. And I just remember looking to my open window and just tucking in my arm, being like, I don't want that to crush, letting go and being like, Jesus, take the wheel, closing my eyes, feeling it roll. 1, clunk, clunk. 2, clunk, clunk. 3, clunk, clunk. It stops. Open my eyes a little bit. There's light. I'm still alive. Scared to move. I don't know how bad I'm banged up. I'm glad I don't think I lost consciousness. I remember forcing my eyes closed and then opening them when I wanted to, so I'm being aware of each flip, so I'm pretty sure I'm okay. Scared to move, but I'm like, all right. Okay, slowly move. I'm like, I can move. Nothing hurts. Nothing hurts. I feel okay. I'm a little bit sore. Like, it doesn't hurt to the point, like, it's not nothing hurts to the point where I'm like in shock and I probably should hurt. It's like, I can feel I'm a little bit banged up from my knees hitting the steering wheel. I can feel that there's some glass and stuff in my hands from the windshield and stuff. And I'm like, okay, so I'm okay enough to move. I like look out the window and I see that the back tires are hanging off the edge. And I just sit there for a second.
Is your car right side? Like
It's right side up, yeah. So
okay,
like
and
luckily
you're
it
just
landed right
sitting.
side up. But yeah, so I'm just sitting there. I looked out the window and I see that the tires are hanging off the edge of the cliff. I just slowly sit back down for a second and I'm like, well, gotta be really careful on how I move next. My door on the driver's side is completely dented in. I don't even try opening it. The passenger side door, I probably could have tried opening up either of them. Maybe at this point I didn't realize that they were just locked. But I don't, they were pretty dented in. I didn't also want to try forcing open up the door while I'm in it. And I don't know how much it's hanging over the edge. I can just see that it's hanging over the edge. There's kids up on top of the hill screaming, "Don't move!" Poor kids. I think they're more messed up from witnessing it than I am. They're just trying to smoke some weed up there too, up on top of the cliff. One of the kids, yeah, so I'll get to them in a second. But I'm like, trying to assess the situation. I'm not going to try bothering, like, with wiggling up the doors. One side of me is just nothing but blackberry bushes, and I don't really feel like climbing through that. So I very carefully climb to the passenger side and climb out the window. And then I just kind of sit there for a second and look at the car. And I'm like, all right, I really need a tow crate now. So I just am carefully grabbing my stuff out of the car. And this kid is like down there running the hill super fast. His other buddies got in their truck and came down. But that kid would like, he must have started running as soon as that car started flipping because he was there so fast. And of course, my phone's fucking dead.
Or he's the Flash.
Yeah, or he's the Flash. My phone's dead. This kid was like, don't move, like, just sit down. Like, he was doing everything right. Like, props to this young little teen. Like, good job, man. I was just like, I don't give a fuck. I was just like, I don't care. Like, whatever. Like, great. I guess I lived. And they let me use their phone to call a tow truck. And this is in the middle of COVID, too. And the dispatch is like, hey, they won't let you, like, get into the car. So, like, you'll have to get a ride or whatever. And I was like, okay. I basically only got to call Jack's. I didn't know my best friend's number. My phone's dead. So the only number I knew was like my ex's number, and he's not picking up. And I was like, I fucking don't really want to have to call him either. Like, this sucks. And yeah, the tow truck driver was really nice. He was able to just start the car and drive it onto the flat bed, and then yeah, he drove me to a gas station. He gave me some tips. If anybody, I swerved for a deer. If anybody asks. Because, yeah, there's totally a deer. I swear for a deer.
Yeah, we forgot to mention
that. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Just for, just if anybody asks.
A female deer.
Yeah, a doe. But that was pretty wild. And, like, also, like, flipping and, like, the stuff that I had in the front seat and the back seat. Like, I had my bong, which didn't break or hit me. I had the club, which is heavy, didn't hit me. And I had my box of literal, like, heavy-ass, like, crystals and rocks that did not hit me. Like, any of those things could have hit me and killed me. Like, not even just, like, the roll and stuff. I remember coming to and, like, the windshield and the roof was caved in so bad directly above where my head is. Like, it was insane. Like, I didn't tell my mom about it for a week. I waited until I was for sure like alive and okay, and then I called her and I was like, hey mom, I should probably tell you this, and I also need help to go like get my stuff out of and my license plate off this car in the impound lot because it's totaled. And she was like, what? And I was like, so I flipped it. I was just telling your sister to be careful driving on gravel. Clearly I was talking to the wrong daughter, and I was like, yeah, your gut knew though.
Oh god.
But yeah, so that was like one of my near death experiences. So that was wild. I used to always joke, like, especially after watching like Dukes of Hazzards and all that stuff, I always used to joke that I wanted to climb out of a car hanging off of a cliff, and I joked that it was on like my bucket list. It's crossed off now. Yeah, I think I manifested that one. It's crossed off now, and I won't ever be an idiot again on gravel roads. So yeah, be careful. You can lose traction on gravel quite easily. Don't be a dingus and think that you're a NASCAR driver and can power slide on it. I mean, the first one was good.
Even NASCAR drivers don't drive on gravel.
That's true.
They don't go outside them.
It's true. They stay on the asphalt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was pretty wild. Like, literally everybody that was going past and stuff while I was waiting for the tow truck was like, wow, you got some angels with you today, hey? And I was like,
or demons.
I hope
they're just not done with me yet.
It feels like that. They're really dragging me over the coals. But yeah, so that was that, and yeah, I managed to get a hold of my buddy and go to her place and smoke some more weed because
you need it after that.
Yeah, that was wild. I can't believe I like lived that, didn't lose consciousness at all. Like there were so many things that could have happened. Like even just like so that's another thing too. Like be really careful when you're traveling, like what you have in your vehicle with you because it can really easily in an accident it can kill you.
My grandma tells me that all the time, and I never listen.
I know, and like
she's like, usually, you shouldn't have that there. It could like pierce your throat in an accident.
Yeah,
if you break, that could hit you in the head. I'm like, oh, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's not fine.
No.
You're just lucky. You're so fucking lucky.
I am really lucky. Like everything stayed in the package. Because I'd opened up the package and stuff and looked at it, so everything stayed in the package. The package itself didn't hit me. Like everything that I had in that car that day didn't hit me. And usually I was pretty good at putting most of that stuff in the trunk for that thought because I'm scared. I've seen 1,000, not 1,000. Yeah, I've seen 1,000 Ways to Die, and I've seen what's the Final Destination. I've seen that. I love that movie franchise. So like I'm always kind of like,
yeah, you did see the new one.
Yeah, I did. I'm always kind of like nervous, so I'm usually pretty good at putting that stuff in the trunk. But I had that stuff all just there with me because I was just ripping quick over to my buddies, and it could have been so bad. Like not only did I survive everything hitting me. So like please, I know it sounds like kind of like ridiculous, but be really wary of what you have in your vehicle and how you're driving when you have like big loads in it. Because yeah, if it shifts, if it moves, if you brake too hard, if you get into an accident, if your car flips,
your car might survive the accident. Like they're so safe now. Like your car might be fine, but someone could have like stabbed you in the head.
Yeah. Well, it's
like a claw clip. Have you seen that girl on TikTok?
No.
She has like her a claw clip in her hair, like clipped her hair up, and she was driving, got in an accident. It went through her skull. Yeah, these indestructible claw clips. You don't want them to be indestructible. It fucking pierced through her head. Don't wear a claw clip when you drive. I'm so glad I've told you this now.
That's so scary.
Yeah.
I wear like metal claw clips. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like I don't want to be like, oh, like be so scared, like living your life and stuff, but like no, like be aware, like
be cautious. You don't have to be scared.
Yeah,
you just
but
have
just
to
be aware, be cautious.
Be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, and like, take preventative measures when you can. If you're like moving like your whole apartment, or if you have to like load up like furniture and stuff, just like maybe try not to put things directly behind your head and strap things down. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
But just keep in mind that if you don't strap it down, like it can easily fly around. Like even just from braking hard, like if you're on the freeway or something, if you're braking hard or getting hit hard enough, everything will go airborne as you're moving and shifting. So like,
and it could be anything, like having a pumpkin in the backseat.
It can be your like Stanley cup with like the straw. Like just be careful.
Yeah, I actually have a fear. I take the straw out of my cup when I'm driving because I'm scared my dog will like stab himself if we get into an accident.
That makes sense.
Because like sometimes he likes to like put his head like in like where my arm is. He'll like peek in from the back seat. And he's like, "Hey mom," he's like got his head like right here, and that's like where my cup is. And I'm scared that in an accident he could like
and like just impale himself.
Yeah, so I take the straw out.
Through his brain.
Yeah, I take the straw out because I just visualize it. I'm like, oh my god, you're gonna die. Not on my watch. I already had the vision. And I'm like, nope. No. It's Final Destination. I fucked my bloodline, but it's okay. Pebbles is sterile anyway.
Yeah, there you go.
Pebbles' bloodline's fine.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but
I saved his life.
Yeah, countless times every time.
I'm like, this is gonna happen. I gotta take the straw out.
It's so like it definitely just be aware because like there's daily hazards that you might not think of, and like I hope that no one's super paranoid watching this. But like there are daily hazards around you that we don't think about.
Or are we just super paranoid?
I don't think so. Like
I'm just joking.
They do like literally tell you like when you're driving with stuff and that like be careful. Like try not to like overload your car and that like it is dangerous. And when you have stuff in your truck bed or whatever, like you want to strap it down not just for the safety of other drivers but for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like just be careful. There's like there are daily hazards like. Like right now I have a bag that's just sitting on my stove, but I know my cats like to go up on my stove. I have the control lock on for the oven, but there has been a rare occasion he has turned the knob in such a way that it has turned on the stovetop.
I actually know someone.
Don't ever put anything on the oven. I have to go move that bag. Like
yeah, you do. I know someone who they had, I guess, like maybe like takeout or something on the stove, and then they had gone out, so the stove wasn't on, but they're, I guess because the food was up there, the
Yeah.
dog
Yeah.
was jumping up,
Because that's
and
the thing
then
too.
the
Is that
dog
it was
turned the
probably Molly
knobs.
that was turning the knobs, jumping up there.
Yeah, and then this person's house, like the whole kitchen like burned, and yeah, they had to have like firefighters come and put out the fire. Tons of smoke damage.
That's so
Yeah,
messed
they
up.
had like smoke, like lung inhalation
Oh my
problems.
gosh.
Yeah, it was really brutal.
Yeah. So like, obviously, you don't need to be like paranoid or scared in your life, but like, just take like,
Don't do stupid things.
yeah, like, or
Don't
like
be
just
paranoid. Just don't do
like
stupid things.
think things through a little bit, or like just
Yeah.
like have that moment, be like, oh wait, like this would be a preventable thing. Let's just like do that.
Yeah. So with that,
So with that, yeah, drive safe, make good choices, smoke good weed, and thanks for session with us.